Hello everyone and welcome back to E2E, where today I did a whole bunch of stuff off camera, and by a whole bunch I mean absolutely nothing but everything. That makes no sense, but here we go. Okay, so I wrote down an entire list of what I did, so let me just go read it off. This is the first one. We made a crystal growth accelerator, or this is a crystal growth chamber. Basically it's just a convenient way to grow these crystals instead of shoving them into the enrichment chamber. Takes a lot less time and a lot less power. So that's convenient. And then I also made 2 more crafting modules like I said I would. They're just right here. They got a 4K monitor and 2 coprocessors. I can use these ones for making like charged Certus quartz. Okay, and another thing that I did is I made a dank null for mining, which I also went mining. I will go show you all the ores that I got later. They're currently up there in the ore processor, but I made this dank null. It's really not that difficult to make. You just need diamonds, coal blocks, and cyan glass. 5 of those makes one of these things. The really nice thing about this is it's kind of like a second inventory, but it's like a lot larger. So shift right click, it opens up. We got 45 slots, and you can put anything you want in there. Say I put cobblestone in there. I can mine up cobblestone. It'll go straight in there. As you can see now, there's a full stack, and I can use this like a cobblestone, so I can place stuff down. Very, very convenient, especially for mining. Oh yeah, right, I upgraded the mechanism setup over here. I made another basic smelting factory because my other one is currently up there in the ore processor. I made another ultimate energy cube. And I upgraded the infusion factory, so it has 3 slots now. Very convenient. And you probably have seen the fireflies chilling around my base. Run the clip.
I can't put it on you, darn.
Okay, bro.
I have a bug.
Yeah, there you go. And 2 other things that I've done. I leveled up my pickaxe to godlike again, which means I can make it unbreakable. So let's grab a reinforcement here. I'm also going to go and repair it, because I don't want to have that little durability bar there. Boom, boom, and there we go. Unbreakable. There we go. I may make a better pickaxe in the future, but for now this one has served me well and will continue to serve me for a long time. Alright, second to last thing that I did, or I guess the last thing that in the base, I ran into a bit of an issue with these inscribers. When I logged in today, they were gone. Straight up vanished. Completely disappeared. I lost my presses too, and these were very expensive to remake. And the reason that happened was because a security terminal apparently will cause them to bug out if they're not in the same chunk and they are unloaded. It'll just straight up delete them. So to fix the issue, I just removed the security terminal, and I will no longer be using the wireless terminal because it really doesn't have that good of a range and it takes up a lot of power. I don't know if this is taking up power at the moment, but even if it is, or even if it isn't, it's going in here because I'm not going to waste power on something I'm not using. Okay, and last but not least, let's go look at the ores that I mined. Alright, so some of them are in here. Most of them are actually up in here, here, and in this obsidian chest that I built. This is not that hard, basically just an iron chest, and then a gold chest, and then a diamond chest, and then surrounded in obsidian. It's got a lot of spaces on it, and it will perfectly fit this entire chest and this hopper full of ores into processed metals. So it's very nice. We got a lot of copper, we got a bunch of uranium, platinum, tin, all the stuff. I think we got about 500 diamonds, 2,000 apatite, 3,000 redstone, and about 1,500 coal as well. So that was good. Very nice mining session. We got a lot more resources to work with, which is good because I just spent $500,000 on those inscribers that got deleted. Alright, so other than that, we're now caught up to where we are. Okie dokie, so the plan for today, I think we are just going to get a power setup because I'm really sick and tired of using this one solar panel to power my entire mechanism setup. Sick and tired of putting coal into those machines, and I'm sick and tired of just waiting for the RTG to go for the applied energistics. So we're going to go do the mechanism power setup, which I believe the next one it wants you to do is a gas burning generator because the fusion reactor is way out of reach at the moment. So why don't we just figure out how to do a gas burning generator setup. I'm going to try to find the optimal ratio of this stuff. I know in some mod packs you can make like, I think it's 1 basic factory will power like 6 of these things. I don't know what the ratios are here, but we are going to find out. We're just going to build a decent power setup, and we're going to build probably a couple more mechanism energy cubes just so I can have enough, power to do things. All right, let's get to crafting. Marshall's just standing in front of me, just staring. You came to me. Oh, we got the base built. Oh, it's actually looking kind of nice, Okay, okay.
fully finished, but
Well, yeah, but it's looking
this is
pretty
what I
good
did
so
the other
far.
night.
Jeez.
Well, meet Chax. There's also Clax, and I think I'm gonna name this one
Oh, right. Okay, well, let's take a look at everything.
Cooking's gonna be moved all the way
Yeah.
over here.
Oh, you're gonna put it up here. And
Yeah.
you got some shulker boxes up here? Okay.
Yeah, this is just like temporary storage.
Yeah.
My forge area has been... Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him!
Jeez. Okay, those are vicious. Remind me not to attack you. Good grief.
Then I put like charred cobblestone and stone as like a
Nice. Okay, looking good, looking
seared...
good. Got the workshop.
Oh, and then we come over to the factory.
Come over to the factory. Oh, we got some more machines in here and a creeper. Might want to fix the lighting. Hit F7.
I see F7, yeah.
All of those yellow X's are spawnable spaces.
Oh!
Nice setup. Got the tank that isn't working. Yeah, of course it's not working.
Why? Oh.
And you didn't hammer the correct output interface, did you? Real question, why do you have a improved and a crude blast furnace?
Not entirely sure, to be honest.
Okay.
So what are your overall thoughts on the design so far?
It looks a lot better on the inside than it does on the outside.
Yeah, oh yeah, by far, by far. So my next thoughts are this area over here is going to be like a animal pen.
Okay, nice. Okay, these fireflies gotta go, man. Like, bro. You know, I'm gonna be, strolling around my base one day and I'm just gonna find a firefly, like, hidden somewhere.
I have 5 more.
Oh, great. Alright, so I guess I should probably start doing the stuff that I need to do. So first up, we need to make a gas burning generator. How does one make one of those? I need to, you know what, why don't we just set up some auto-crafting for Mekanism stuff? That's probably a good idea, because I have none at the moment. Alright, so that should be everything to make the steel casing besides the actual steel casing recipe. And there we go. Okay, now let's make some. And we're missing steel plates. You know, I gotta say, making steel in the Mekanism stuff is a lot easier than doing it anywhere else. Alright, here we go. Steel casing. I'm gonna make 8, so we craft 4, and boom. Let's build this. Electrolytic core. I have none of those. Okay. Alright, here's our electrolytic core. Now we need tough alloy. Do I have any of that?
So I am beginning preparations for my plan against Marshall.
Oh dear. There's literally a war going on the server, and I'm just like not involved right now. That's crazy. I need to get involved.
Well, you see, for this plan, everyone does need to get involved.
Oh, great.
And I will say this, Marshall, you better start looking for an attorney.
Dude,
Or
please build a
there.
courthouse and sue him. Oh my god, is that what you're doing?
I already have it designed.
Yes! Let's go! That's gonna be so awesome. Alright, so I've deafened all of them. So I think the easiest way for me to get involved is to build a lawyer's office. Maybe we'll do that this episode after I get this power set up.
I was just saying how the reason why everyone else is going to be involved is because everyone else is going to be the jury.
I need to get a skin.
Oh my god.
Wait, it'd be good though, right? Like probably not great for the defense, but
Yeah. Alright, well, we made our tough alloy. And now we can make a gas burning generator. Wow. Quest completed. Loot box. I haven't opened a loot box in like 3 episodes. I got a banner. Okay. Well, I remember why I stopped. Okay, so now that we have the gas burning generator, how much RF per tick do these make? Max output 120? That's it? Is this even viable? You know what? Why don't we just like set up the quick setup for this? So I guess, you know what? Why don't we just look at the fusion reactor? Can I make this? Okay, yeah, we're not making this. Let's make substrate. How do you make that? Okay, so we need biofuel, hydrogen, and water in a pressurized reaction chamber. Well, now how do we make one of those? Pressurized reaction chamber. We need an enrichment chamber. How do you make an enrichment chamber? It's like that. I don't have the circuits. Hold on. And there's the enrichment chamber. Okay, so what else do we need? Okay, we have none of the components. Basic gas tank, those are cheap. We need a dynamic tank, which is steel, so I need to grab more steel from here. Dynamic tank. Oh, apparently there's like a liquid tank multi-block from Mekanism. So now we just need the circuits and stuff and put the enrichment chamber in, and now we have a pressurized reaction chamber. What was I making this for? Oh, right, no, I was making substrate. And this is how you make the ethylene. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Okay, so now we need to get a source of biofuel. hydrogen and water. Hydrogen, we need an electrolytic separator. And there's our electrolytic separator. Okay, so this will now make water, which now we need another infinite water source. And infinite water source, 20 millibuckets per tick. I think that's going to be enough. Okay, so now this is going to go into these two, because this will turn it into hydrogen and oxygen. This needs water and hydrogen. And it also needs biofuel, so I'm going to need a crusher again. Okay, and there's our crusher. And you know what? I know how we're going to get biofuel. Use that garden cloche that we made last time. And I think melon seeds are the best. Hold on. Melon is 1 to 4. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. I don't have melon seeds. I'm going to go buy them from the market. All right, melon seeds. Oh, it's growing a melon right now. Look at that. Oh, it grew it. How much? It gave me a full melon. Use a metal press or a crafting. Ooh, wait, hold on. Let me just make an RF Tools crafter. There we go. Make one of those, and then this will be able to craft the melon blocks down into melons. We just need to supply that with power. And that will get, one melon will give you 36 biofuel. God, okay. That is what we like to call efficiency. Why don't I just set this all up right here, huh? While we're here, there are Ender energy conduits, which I believe I can make now. Because I just need ender pearl and this alloy, which is just gold, redstone, and glowstone. So why don't I just make like a lot of those? Redstone, glowstone, gold in the alloy furnace. Alrighty, here we go. And then we need a stack of ender pearls, which I think I have enough from the end. Oh, why are there bugs in my... Oh my... Oh, okay.
What bug are you looking at?
Oh, you know, just the ones that are in my industrial craft building.
I don't know how they got there.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm a bug.
Ender pearls. Please tell me I have... Okay, you know what? We'll just make half a stack to start. This goes in the alloy furnace. And there we go. Okay, these are much better cables. They can transmit 125, whatever mu I per tick is. Couldn't tell you, mate. This is obviously going to get reorganized into a nicer setup eventually, but for now, we're just going to chuck stuff down and hope it works. Wait a minute. What if I just put the crafter here? Is that just going to go... Oh, it just goes straight in. Oh my god. Apply. And there's our melons. Crusher. Where's my crusher? Do I not have one yet? Oh, power this, and that's going to crush it into biofuel, which then the biofuel goes into the PRC. Okay, and now we need to get hydrogen and water into here. That is slow, but it's fine. Don't I need gas pipes? Because hydrogen is a gas. How do I make that? Oh, it's just... Oh, that's it? Okay. Hydrogen's on the left. Okay, so it's like that. And then we dump the excess oxygen. This is now doing this. We need to power that, so we need more power cables. Yeah, this is welcome to machine making. This is definitely not the way to do this. Alright, so now this should be making ethylene. Here we go. 100 ethylene. Now we need to get it out. I need more fluid conduits. Output. No? Didn't want to work? Flip it around. Nope. Okay. Oh, I just had to turn off the redstone thing. Okay, so it's going in there, and this is making... Oh! Okay! Never mind! This is worth it. Now the real question is, can this whole thing be powered by just this? Is this power negative or power positive? This is power positive. Wow. So now the real question is, how many of these do I build? And do I power everything with this, or do I not? But first of all, yeah, this system is a mess. We need to figure out how to make this not a mess. We need to figure out where to put it. We need to get the cabling correct. We need to figure out if we need more water, because we are going to be building more of these systems. We need to figure out how much this crafter can handle. Actually, no, the crafter can handle faster than the garden cloche. So the garden cloche is currently the thing that is the issue, as well as the substrate generation. Why don't we just make a whole bunch of upgrades? I don't think you can upgrade these, so why don't I just make 3 more gas burning generators and then see what will happen. I don't really know what I'm even doing. I just had a brainwave, right? So I just looked it up, right, to try to figure out the most optimal ratio, because, I mean, you know I'm not smart enough to figure out the optimal ratio for this, because there's so many moving parts. Is the bottleneck going to be the cloche with the melon seeds? Is it going to be the power from the crafter? Is it going to be the power here? Is it going to be the speed? It's definitely going to be the substrate buildup. The real question is, what was the perfect ratio? And I found a post that said 2 garden cloches for 1 crusher with 8 speed upgrades, which will then power exactly 4 gas burning generators at max production rate. Since we are not going to be using 20 KRF per tick, it's going to build up, and we can use that in a battery somewhere. So I think that's what we're going to do. But building this, it's going to be A, noisy, and B, take up a lot of space. So I thought, you know, how do you prevent all of that? Oh wait, I know, compact machines. There's a machine dimension that you can make a small little machine inside of a pocket dimension, and then I think you have to chunk load it somehow, but then you can use that to, you know, use a power setup. So why don't we just do that? Now, how do you actually get that? I think we need like a... Oh, here we go. Tiny compact machine. How do you make these? Huh? Miniaturization field projector. That's what we need. Okay, let's make this. We need a personal shrinking device, which then we can now make the miniaturization field projector. Truth be told, I don't have a clue how this works. Oh, okay, so we need 98 compact machine walls. So how do you make these? A redstone on top of an iron block makes 16. Oh, well that's pretty cheap. Oh, I have to have more than one? Oh my god. Oh, I have to do it like a whole thing. Now what? Now make the thing. How does this work? Oh, there we go. Oh, now we're talking. Okay. So now we can do like that. Throw this in the miniaturization field. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh. Womp. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. I don't even know what the size of this machine is, but we have it, so... I definitely did not make enough. Okay, I think I goofed it. I just need a 5x5. Okay. And this is just a 5... Okay, we literally just need a 5x5 with diamonds on the inside. Alright, after a lot of fumbling around, I think this is what we need. And a pearl. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is an 11x11, I think. It's going to give us ample room to work with. This is really taking a long time, huh? Meow. Plop. And... there we have it. We have a compact machine. I need another personal shrinking device. Now can I go in it? Oh! Haha! Yay! Welcome to the personal shrinking device. We can't break these. This is how we do. Where am I? Oh, here I am. Okay. We're here. Nice. Okay, now I just need to build a whole bunch of things. So what exactly do I need? I think I need a bunch of upgrades for these. Energy efficiency, most importantly. 24 energy upgrades and 24 speed upgrades. Okay. And there's our second one. Okay, this should be... we'll just put it right there. It's not going to work yet, obviously. We're also going to need to upgrade this water source because I don't think 20 millibuckets per tick is going to be enough. All right, since I'm making so much of these, like, basic plates, I'm just going to set up a little auto-crafting for them because I'm getting annoyed. Graphite I'm going to have to do on my own because I have to smelt it and I don't have any furnace auto-crafting yet. But these two is convenient, so we'll just put these in here. So basically I just need to make a bunch of graphite and a bunch of those other lead plates. And 160 millibuckets per tick of water. If that's not enough, I don't know what is. Now, we need to make 3 more gas burning generators. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Can't stack these apparently. And there we go. Now we have 4 gas burning generators. Why don't I just start moving these into the actual dimension here? Okay, another thing. I'm going to get rid of these fluid pipes. We're going to upgrade these. We need to get all of the best machines that we can use, you know. The power cables are about as good as we can get at our current stage. You know, 125,000 whatever it is per tick. I think we can also upgrade the gas pipes. Okay, so let's head on into here. Now the real question is, how do you get stuff out? Ah, yes, there we go. Tunnel, used to connect wall blocks with the outside compact. So we need to make one of these. Okay, well we can do that a little bit later. Why don't we just go get this actually working in here first? Garden cloche goes here and here. Actually, the cloche itself doesn't really need to be up that high. So why don't we just place it up on stilts by 1 block? Okay, so why don't we put our infinite water source here? So that's fluid. Rafter, which is going to go right here. That saved all of that. Okay, sweet. And then we need to put it into the crusher. The crusher goes next. I believe we put it into the PRC. Yes, we do. And that needs water. Hydrogen goes in on the left. Okay, so water's still going in there. Looking good. So that means this should be working, which means we need to get the ethylene out of here, shove it into these. We don't take power? Oh, you take power out of the green side, don't you? Yeah. Oh, that's fast. Okay, yeah, let's get this plugged in. Alright, so now we need to solve the problem. What do we do with all this substrate that we're making? We're gonna just put a void upgrade in here. Yeah, there we go. And then we're gonna put substrate in there. Alright. And then we are going to go into here. Yep, I need to raise all this again because these stupid item cables. You have to turn them from redstone mode always active to never active, which is really annoying. I don't know why it happens like this. Wait, I have to turn on, maybe I have to turn on dumping. It is on. What's happening here? This little thing right here does not like exporting unless you explicitly tell it, hey, don't care about redstone. And now it works. What did you and Rolly do? Oh, I'm deafened right now, so I can talk to you guys. I have no idea what they're talking about. They could be slandering me for all I know. Oh, I think Potato Master just found out about the prank we did, and I was deafened.
He griefed my base.
Oh, he griefed your
I
base?
did not. Go to it. Go to it.
Go to it, go to it, go to it. Is it this red translucent luminous block above your door?
No, that was there a while ago. That's what Marshall replaced it with. No, come
Okay.
outside.
Coming outside?
Okay. So, here's
Okay.
Exhibit A.
Okay. I don't know who
Alright,
did this
and-
one.
And then follow me around this way.
Okay.
To my
I can't
enchanting table
fly.
here. This is the second. This is Exhibit B and C.
Uh-huh. Okay.
All right. And then we come around to the back of my house to my blood altar,
Uh-huh.
and we see Exhibit D.
Now, I mean, it looks to me like you just did some blood sacrifice and it kind of went wrong and you made a lake. I don't know.
Well, I don't know where all
Pretty
these
typical.
skulls came from because I only sacrificed my own blood.
Sadist.
They grew out of the blood and then started crawling away. That's where they came
Sure,
from.
bud.
Yeah, I definitely did these dirt dicks, but that was it.
Well, that's you better find a way to prove that the skulls weren't you because that's coming up in court.
Well, we're taking this up in court, yeah?
Yeah.
Then leave it for the courtroom. 1304. Okay, I think this is working completely now. Okay, so now the thing is... Oh, it's not working because we ran out of stuff in the crusher because I forgot to put another item cable down. You know, zombie, you could be doing literally anything else with your life right now, and you're choosing to stand in the middle of my redstone.
What else could he possibly do with his life? Work for the zombie IRS? Are you kidding me?
18, 18, 18, 18. It looks like it is chunk loaded. Let's go, dude. And we have a bunch of substrate, which we can turn into HDPE if we want to, although I don't really know if it's useful. HDPE sheets are used for making the plastic blocks, which look nice. We can use it to make a solar neutron activator. And now we need this to make deuterium, I believe. Or it's tritium, I don't really remember. Oh, that's probably like panels that are like light. That actually might be really cool. So once we build the mechanism building, we can get the HDPE set up, and we'll have just a little bit of extra substrate in case we need it for something else, which doesn't really exist, but that's okay. We are currently generating however many RF that is, and I guess we can now try to get this tunnel thing to work. I need to do something that's very power intensive. Hold on. I forgot to charge my armor, so let's charge this up. We move this to here. South. We make sure that this is actually... Where's my stupid configurator, man? I misplace this thing every single time. Okay. No, this needs to be... Energy. Input. And then, bam. Okay, hold on. 35. That's not working, I don't think. Is this working? No. I may or may not have just figured out why I couldn't get anything out of here. I think y'all can spot my issue. Yeah, that should work now. Yeah, that's a lot faster. Okay, and I'm fairly certain we are actually capped by the transfer rate of the cable and not the power we're generating. Oh, no, we're not. Excuse me, producing 6 KRF? 24 KRF per tick? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. So this is now our battery, and this is just here to act as a power transfer. That's crazy. That is now our power setup. Now, I would also like to move it somewhere so we could power the AE system, but I think we're just going to leave the RTG for now, and we're just going to use this to power Mekanism, and then maybe IC2 later. And of course, we could also just build more of these. The real question, though, no, I think compact machines are 1-to-1, so we'd have to run cables everywhere. But other than that, I'd say that's actually pretty good. We can actually retire the solar panel now. Well, there we go. I would say that is a very successful power setup. That took a long time, but mostly because I made stupid decisions and didn't know what I was doing. Alright, since our ethylene power is now completed and we actually have power, why don't we set up automation for some of these mechanism machines? Because right now, some of the things that are like really annoying to craft are in fact really annoying to craft. So I think we're just going to set up some applied energistics automation for most of these machines, if not all of them. But before we do that, we need to make a couple more steel cases and a couple more installers. So I went ahead and made a whole bunch of steel. We're going to make 20 steel cases, as we do have enough to make it. Put that on the CPU1, which is like the huge one. And we also need to get some installers. All right, 1, 2, 3. I think that's going to be a little bit extra because we got the enriching factory done, the osmium compressor, upgrade that, and we can upgrade the precision sawmill as well. Okay, now another thing we're going to need is energy and speed upgrade. Now, since we have this ethylene power, we can afford to use all of the speed upgrades. So why don't we actually get some patterns for these? Now, I went ahead and made a whole bunch of dust. Already, so we should be able to just make a whole bunch. Why don't we just make half a stack of each? Let's take these out and these out, and let's get to work. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move this. And I think I'm just going to put them on this wall right here because there's not going to be that many. I think there's only like 7 machines. We may need to move them in the future, but for now it's going to be fine. We're also going to need some interfaces, so let's just make 10. We're going to need them in the future. Oh, glass. Well, good thing I made a whole bunch of that. Smelting, crushing, sawing, infusing, compressing, enriching. That's actually a pretty good lineup. And then I'm also going to leave one more space here for the alloy furnace. Now, there's a very specific reason why I'm using the alloy furnace is steel production. Alloy furnace, right? Steel production, if you use graphite and iron, it's 1 piece of coal to make a steel, but any other way it's 2. And graphite, you just smelt a piece of coal. So we can use this to have an autocrafting pattern to smelt coal into graphite, this to make the steel, and then everything will be fine. So next up, we need to get power, and I believe this is south, so we need to go in there and change that. Okay, so we are on east. That's what we want. Okay, and now we can go ahead, throw down our conduits. 6, 7, this should be getting power. Yeah, okay, and also we're going to throw down our energy cube right over here, just so we can have some extra power down here. Okay, so this is looking good. Another thing we're going to do, we're going to take the infusing factory, and we're going to move it, because we're going to have a different setup for these. I need 3 of them, mostly because there's 4 different compressed things, and the only thing compressed carbon is used for is making the whole ROM to use in the fusion reactor. But we don't need that right now. We only need the redstone to make the redstone stuff, the diamond to make the enriched obsidian and reinforced alloy, and then the obsidian to make the atomic alloy. So we need 3 of these. I guess I could just leave this one here. Yeah, why don't I just leave it here, and I'll just make 3 new ones. So now let's throw down the patterns on top of each of these. And what we can do then is we can grab our dense cables, which have just disappeared. Okay. We're going to go from this side now because this is a new 32 channels, and we can slap that right into there. Okay, so now we should have all of these ready to go. So make sure that we turn on auto sort on all of these. This one should just be fine no matter what. Now, another thing about the alloy furnace is there are speed and energy upgrades. I don't really know how fast and how good they are, so I think I'm just going to make 8 of each. Speed multiplier, power multiplier times 9. We're using 9,000 RF per tick on these, but it's going to go really fast, so that's not my problem. Okay, why don't we make some patterns? Let's start out with the sawing factory. So we need to make planks, and it's also going to make sawdust, but like I think that's just going to be fine. And then what we also need is we need these and then stick. I think it's 1 to 6, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go check. Precision sawmill, 1 to 6, yeah. So we put 1 U and then 6 sticks. It'll also make sawdust, but I'm sure it's fine. Why don't we actually just go test these and see what happens, right? Sawing factory. Boom. Boom. Okay, now let's figure out if this is just going to miraculously work and I'm never going to have to worry about it again, or we're going to have problems. Let's make 100. And we'll put this on CPU 1. Okay, now is this working? It is not taking it back out. Do I need to use like pipes to take stuff out? Alright, so I just used my configurator to configure the top to output, and that worked perfectly. And the sawdust was not a problem because it just got sucked straight out. So, auto sort on, eject on. Okay, now I just got to make sure that that's in the exact same place for all these machines, so just give me a second to do that. Alright, so now that's all good. So the sawing factory I think is good to go. Now the crushing factory, we can always just add more blueprints as needed, but I think the few things that I'm going to do are going to be... Can I help you? Pizza. I did not order a pizza. Alright, anyway, 1 Fluix crystal to 1 Fluix dust. Okay, next up is 1 Certus quartz to 1 Certus quartz dust. And then finally 1 nether quartz to 1 nether quartz dust. Okay, so that should then be basically all I need for the crushing factory. I can always just add more stuff later when I figure out what I actually need. Okay, you know, there's 2 other things that I think I'm going to get gold dust and osmium dust. Oh yeah, let's just do pulverized iron as well. We might as well. Smelting. Do we need to smelt anything? Yes, I can already think of one. The one that immediately comes to mind is stone. And another one that I guess we can do is we're going to need to make graphite. Oh, glass. That's a good one. Okay, I think that's pretty good for the smelting for now. We can always add more later. I've said that about 7 times, but you know what I mean. Okay, so sawing is good. Compressing. Oh, this is how you make the reinforced obsidian and glowstone. All right, so I guess we can just do those 2 recipes. And I don't have any of that. You know what? We'll just hold out on that. We'll do that later. It's not that important. Okay, next is the enriching. Ah, yes, we need the compressed stuff. That's where that's going to go. All right, got those all ready to go. 1 redstone to 1 compressed redstone. 1 diamond to 1 compressed diamond, and we didn't need coal, we needed obsidian. Oh, this is for the infusion, so I actually need to make the, well here, this isn't hooked up to anything, let's just do this. There we go. Refined obsidian dust to compressed obsidian. Okay, there's that. So those are all of the enrichment things that we need. All right, and now finally we have the alloy furnace. So we have graphite, right? Yes, graphite. Steel over there, iron, graphite, and that will make us steel. And there we go. So let's make some steel here just to be sure it works. Remember, we have 415. What are we stuck on? Scheduled 9 graphite ingots. Is it because it can't be input and output? Hold on. Oh no. And now we need to figure out output. Okay, let me just deal with this. All right, we're just going to use the old Ender IO item cables, even though they're incredibly slow. There's probably a way to upgrade them, but I don't know it. I've configured these to all output, except for you apparently. And we're just going to output all of this and input it into the system. I think we're good. We are. 424. Perfect. All right, I would say that is pretty good on the mechanism automation. Next up, we need to make 2 more infusing factories and set that up. So why don't you just give me a little bit and I will get those crafted and ready to go.
Woodstock's a cat lady.
I want to shoot every single one of them.
We need to get import buses, I believe. ME import bus. That's what we need. We need 1 of each, so 3 of these total, and I don't have sticky pistons. That's pretty typical. Don't mind me using blood for my sticky pistons. All right, 3 import buses, and then we need crafting card. 1, 2, 3, and that should be everything we need. Okay, yep, this is going to be really janky. So now let's see. Power is going to be on the bottom, and I would assume that's just going to work. So then we need ME interfaces out the top. That's the Autocrafting. Wait, we're still going to need to export. So power on the back. Let's do import buses here. Extra, we need to put these on extra, and then import buses. Can I hook these up? No, I think I need like maybe some Fluix cables. Do those connect? And then does this work? Okay, yes, so now that's all connected to the system. So now the import bus, so we need to add crafting card. Wait, no, don't import crafting cards. We need to import those, the refined thingies, or compressed thingies. Why can I not put crafting cards in here? Is this what I need? Do I need an export? Oh, I need an export bus, because it needs to export to the system. Ugh! Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of I Made the Wrong Thing Again. Okay, so then we take the export buses, because we are exporting from the system. Got it. Okay, so then we can put obsidian, and now, crafting card. Is it working? I can't tell. How do these work? It's not doing. Okay, I'm going to have to look this up on how this works. But theoretically, it should just like auto-craft it when it needs it and then just like put it in here. Oh, it is doing it. Alright, everything should be hooked up now. So now we got to figure out what exactly we all need to automate for those. And of course, make more patterns. Hey, oh look. Okay, we're actually auto-crafting glass right now. Yes! Let's go, dude. Okay. There we go. That should be all the crafting, everything that we're good. Okay. It's getting very late and I'm confused apparently. Okay, this is the one with redstone in it, so these are all the redstone recipes. This is the diamond recipes. And this is the obsidian recipe. Singular, there's only 1. Okay, mechanism metallurgic infusion is now fully automated. I never have to touch it again. Now I probably should build a mechanism building considering that I'm almost done with the entire tree. So it's basically all I have left is the installers, the entangle porters, the digital miner, thermal evaporation plant, and these which I can't make yet. But the rest of this stuff is done, right? All the mechanism stuff that I can realistically do right now, fully complete. So I need to build a building for that, and I need to build some other basic mechanism machines. I need to move the ore triplicator from the sky down into that building, and I also need to make an HDPE setup so I can farm plastic so I can make those lights. Okay, that I think is not going to be next episode. I think it's going to be the episode after that, because next episode I want to look into getting some resource automation, because, you know, mining's all fun, right? But I mined for like a couple hours the other day, got a lot of osmium, and we're down to 200 again. And iron, we're down to 900. I had about 2,000 this morning. And yeah, it's not going very well. So we need to figure out a way to get ores, you know, automated a little bit. And there's two methods that I want to try out. One is from Ex Nihilo, which we can probably work on the gate next time. And the other one is a large multi-block machine from Immersive Engineering. So stay tuned for that. That's probably going to be next episode, and then the episode after that, we're going to be building a Mekanism building. That's going to be all for today. Mekanism is the best mod other than configuring the machine faces, because it literally took me 20 minutes to figure out that I had it the wrong way around. Goodbye.